Hello. Instead of Black Friday, I want you to think of beautiful black sky. Uh, I watched Donald Trump's short press conference after he greeted the troops and wished them all happy Thanksgiving. And, nothing from the press. They did try to lie and say, you know, the observers were not kept away from the counting, and Trump's own lawyers said that none of this happened. But this is really stupid stuff. Um, Trump said that okay, as you know, that Donald Trump speaks very elliptically because he is revealing things in such a way that the press never picks up on it because the press is not smart. The press all have their little scripts and they're not actually reporters, so they don't pick up on what Trump is saying right to their faces. And Trump said two things. He said proving that the election was fraudulent will be the most important thing he's ever done in his presidency. And he also said that what he's going to show, he split this up. He put multiple thoughts between it the way he does, but what he's going to show is going to be the biggest news story in the history of the country. So this means that he has the real vote count and he can prove it, and he's going to need it. You may know that the Supreme Court overturned Cuomo's attempt to keep houses of worship closed, and it was a 5-4 vote with Roberts siding with the leftists, of course. And Roberts will vote with the leftists from now on. There's no doubt that he's being blackmailed. He's not been bought off. He's being blackmailed, and what they have on him is obviously very bad. So Trump is going to want more than a 5-4 split, and he's going to need all the conservatives and at least one of the leftists in order to rob the Democrats of their PR victory. Uh, so at least some of the evidence is going to be shown in the Supreme Court, and you know at some point Trump will reveal it all. I mean, he basically confirmed it today, and he did say that he's very worried about the Georgia runoffs. Well, Stacey Abrams has said she's already collected 850,000 absentee ballots, and it's the same thing. Like, there's no point in having a runoff if the Democrats are just going to steal it. So Trump has to prevent that. And the only way to prevent that is to blow everything up. Um, I think what's going to happen is that if it goes to the Supreme Court, and it might not, we may have state legislators and electors decide they can't certify Biden as the winner. Um, in which case, if they vote for Trump, um, if they go against what their corrupt governors are telling them, then Trump wins without having to go to the Supreme Court. But we just don't know what's going to happen at this point. If Trump does go to the Supreme Court, he's going to need more than he has now. Uh, there will be at least 5 conservatives voting for Trump. There's no doubt. Um, but Roberts is going to vote with the leftists from now on. So Trump basically admitted today, if you listen carefully to the press conference, and I listened to it on some kind of Fox channel, and it was being interrupted by intermittent blue flashes the whole time. If you listen to the Trump press conference, then you'll see that he does have the evidence and he is going to reveal it. The question is when, and my gut tells me that get he's going to finish this problem first before he reveals all of it. He's going to get sworn in. They're going to get the Senate majority, and they're going to take the House. And I think he'll reveal the whole thing next year. And again, I could be wrong. I've said over and over again, I can't predict what he's going to do. So my gut tells me that's what he's going to do. He's going to reveal some of it, but he's going to wait till after he's sworn in to like really, really go for the gold. And part of this is making his enemies sweat. And I approve because I'm all about making my enemies sweat. I shouldn't have enemies. I'm just a guy. But clearly I have enemies, and um, the people harassing me should be sweating if they aren't. That's all I'll say. But you know, this is not really a prediction. It's just a gut feeling that Trump will reveal some before he's determined to be the rightful winner, and then he'll wait until after he's sworn in to really, really, really bring everything down. Listen to his press conference. He says a lot of the same things that he was saying before the election, but he does throw in some pretty massive nuggets of gold. So, and he's speaking in an incredibly convoluted style so that the average person doesn't catch it. But if you filter out the deliberate misdirection, you'll see that he's essentially promising to reveal what he has, and it's going to be the biggest story in American history. And what he does is he say it's going to be the biggest story in American history, and then he immediately said, or well, it should be. So by qualifying everything he says, he makes the average reporter not even perceive it. And this is all deliberate. I perceived it because that's what I was listening for. And the interesting thing is that for the first time I've ever seen him do this, he cut off a reporter and he said, "Don't you ever talk to me that way. I'm the President of the United States. Don't you ever talk to the President of the United States that way."
They're trying to look between you people. Don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. I'm the President of the United States. Don't ever talk to the President that way.
I don't think he's ever done that. He said, "You're nobody. You're a lightweight. I'm the President. Don't you ever talk to the President of the United States that way." So I think that's very telling. I think he's showing us where he's going from this point. And it's clear that he absolutely loathes the people who are in the room. And, they should be sweating too. Because Their little companies are going bye-bye. And that's, take that one to the bank. Click.